when Shaun told me what you were doing in mental health, I was like, wow, this is a big subject that's really
Yeah.
mixed up at the moment because we were just talking about it before you came on the camera. I said, I don't understand these players whinging because they're just a bunch of pussies as far as I'm concerned, the way they're behaving. Um, because the mental game was just as big and just as tough back in your days as it is now. You know,
Yeah.
it's just that they were kids that grew up with the handheld, the silver spoon, everything that we didn't have, and now for them to whine and complain, it's like someone needs to just give them a wooden spoon over the ass. You know.
I don't know about that. We are being recorded.
I thought I would fire you up actually because I want to get your point.
Yeah, well, it's a fine line between stupid and clever. Um,
Yes,
and we have more information than we never ever had back then.
totally agree.
And I am a person that gets the call from a Hall of Fame tennis player or a Hall of Fame whatever, and they don't want to live anymore. And
Yeah,
they worked their butts off and they got the wooden spoon and they don't want to they don't want to be here anymore.
yeah, that's
Or I'm someone that was restless, irritable
mm,
from kindergarten to sixth grade. And I got spanked every single day by the nuns at the school. And I didn't know it, but I had anxiety.
mm,
I had fears, doubts, and insecurities. I didn't know everyone else did too, but there is a difference I have learned. I'm pretty damn sure I had what they diagnosed as ADHD today,
mm.
100%.
Yep.
And so a child a boy, if you've got kids, develops a little slower than the girls.
Yep.
And if I get overwhelmed in a crowd in the kindergarten or first grade, or loud noises, right? There's nothing wrong with me, but you almost my my little guy is does better with one-on-one.
Yep.
And if he isn't sure of the rules of the game, how, so, you know, Murphy, you're being disruptive, you're running 3 miles. How
Yep.
about instead of going over to Murphy, little 8, 10-year-old Murphy, and saying, we don't throw our rackets at the tennis courts, right? But
Mm,
I see you're having a hard time.
mm,
Is there anything I can do to help you right now?
mm.
Do you need a
Yep.
little time? Do you need a little time? But I was told to run 30 miles and that I
Mm,
sucked and that I was doing it wrong. And I had a lot of shame and a lot of guilt around that.
mm.
So perception is everything. Now, the
Agreed.
professional players today, hey, get on the road 52 weeks a year after you've played tennis every day of your
Mm,
life since the age of 4 to 18. And do you have any tools and life skills to operate? Now you've won Wimbledon.
mm.
Good luck. Good luck if you don't have the right. So, you and I both in the world of tennis has taught me since the 1800s that tennis is 98% mental.
Mm.
How much mental coaching did I get outside of the wooden spoon and kicked out of practice and
Yep.
told to
Yeah.
run home?
Yeah.
My dad played American professional football. Both parents were great coaches. And when I had a complete meltdown and I'm throwing rackets over the fence in a river after double faulting 3 straight games, trying to be the top 5 player in the country, going from top 20, I'm 20 and I'm playing David Wheaton, a double fault for 12 times in a row, I lost my cookies. And my dad carried me off the court and they said, "You can't do that." And he says, "My son, I can do that." And he didn't beat me, he didn't make me run. He said, what do you have to say? What's going on?" And I said, "Thank you for getting me off that court." I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was having a moment that I couldn't navigate. I put so much pressure on myself. I'm a baby. I'm 11, right? And so those fears and doubts and insecurities led to me seeking your approval and affection at whatever cost. "Hey, Murphy, drink this." At the World Championships of 12 and unders, some kids said, "Let's hit the mini bar." I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. "Smoke that." What is that? I didn't know not to, okay, because I wanted your approval and affection because I was riddled with fears and doubts and insecurities.
Yeah.
Right. And then I win the French Open and I have my first panic attack. And I was overwhelmed. Not And the safest place I've found always has been on the court, but it was off the court. How do I manage life between matches? How do I manage? I never signed up to be on the cover of nothing. Okay. The opportunity is for agents and managers and coaches and teachers is to empower these pros or these future tennis players or human beings, most importantly, to navigate the losses. You're going to get knocked down.
Yep.
Your heart is going to break at some point.
Yep.
And you're going to get disappointed. And what do you do when it ain't going your way and you're not getting what you want when you want it? Do I freak out like a 7-year-old? And if I'm freaking out, there's something going on underneath the hood,
Yep. Yep.
and I have the ability to accept life on life's terms today. And I have found in my pathway of recovery, the more I surrender, the more I win. I get this ego out of the way, this fear, doubt, and insecurity out of the way, and I am the secret sauce to winning in any space in life is an open mind and open heart. And I come from a place of service and helping others until the day I die. That's what the principle of helping others saved my life. And anyway, back to you, Justin. It's an honor and a privilege to be in the room with you. It's not easy for people to transition out of a sport. They identify their self-worth.
Yeah.
My self-worth isn't based on my ranking or my bank account or my SAT score or my school grades. The most important relationship I've discovered in life is the one I have with me.
Yep.
If I got to get I got to get right with the man in the mirror. I can't get right with anything. And and that's the stuff that children. I wake up in the morning. Some days I got a head there's vultures in there, and they wake up and they say, "Get up, Murphy. She's going to leave you. This business venture you're working on ain't going to work for you." And nobody appreciates you. Don't you know that? And I got to say, hold on now. First of all, the greatest thing I've learned is I'm not my mind and I'm not my thoughts. Something noticed that, and that's who I am. I am a human being having some kind of experience that, how do you explain the unexplainable? You have to experience it.